Hello and welcome. On this episode, my bus will not stop leaking oil. So we're going to take this moment, this little section of Zen here to just breathe, just center ourselves, realize everything is okay, and sometimes things are beautiful so that the hard times don't seem so hard. So here's me sitting at my favorite bridge. You can't see him, but there was a southern man who came and said that he was jealous of me because I got to see all of the sunrise. So we're going to hold on to that as we motor on over to the machine shop where I get my tow on. My tow hitch. My hitch. We're finally getting the hitch on. Oh my gosh, this is an exciting day. The cats want to go outside though. There they go. Enjoy the parking lot. I guess I'll just hang out here until the hitch is done.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how bad is it?
What? Bad.
There's
8.
not supposed to be oil on the stick, right?
8.
An 8? A 10 being it's on fire?
No, a 10 as in parts are going to break because there's supposed to be oil on them.
Yeah, I guess I'll go in and try to make an appointment then. Yes!
YouTube.
YouTube! Yeah, come on, YouTube!
Hey, there's a video on how to do it.
Oh yeah, little old me. There's some things that I'm like, yeah, I can do that. And then there's other things where I'm like, no.
Right.
No. Alright. Watch my cats.
We got an issue here. Where's the oil coming?
Yet again. I don't know how to describe this, but I went to the mechanic to get my hitch on because the hitch finally came. If we recap, the hitch I ordered like a month ago, it didn't arrive when it should have. They lost it in the mail, like the shipping company. They couldn't find it after, you know, starting an investigation as to where this hitch had gone. So the distribution company had to send another hitch. And then that hitch got delayed. So it finally arrived at the place. I make an appointment, cool, whatever. Then, he's installing. He's installing the hitch right now. So that's why there's banging. They're installing the hitch. I go into the bus with him to, you know, ask him how everything's going. And he's like, oh yeah, that's leaking over there. And I look over there, it's just dripping. And I'm like, oh God, and there's a bunch of burnt oil everywhere on everything. And I was like, oh no, that wasn't there before, you know. A little bit of rust, a little bit of oil, you know, just from being a 20-year-old vehicle, but not coated in the oil. So I checked my oil and it's empty. There's no oil on the stick at all. So that was cool and fun. So I had another guy here look at it.
We got an issue here.
And he's telling me that it's the oil pump, the one that brings the oil from the pan to the engine, and then some seals or something. So they're just trying to search for parts and see how much everything would be so they can give me a quote. But seeing as I just checked my oil 2 days ago and it was fine,
and now it is empty. I don't think I'm gonna be driving my bus very much. So looks like good old mechanic parking lot is my home. Cats are absolutely fine. They do not care. To drown my woes because I don't have any alcohol or transportation. It's funny, now I have a hitch, but I can't go pick up my scooter because my bus is immobilized. Amazing. I'm gonna make coffee, so here we go. Ready? I have a hitch now. It looks like this. That's pretty neat. I don't know how to appropriately say this. I don't know what's wrong with my bus still. Something's leaking in the most simple of forms. So I bought some oil from the mechanic shop that I'm parked at right now. And I just put 3 full gallons into my bus. For record, when I did an oil change, my bus took just under 5 gallons of oil. So my bus was like more than half of the oil of my bus gone in 2 days. Like, so now I'm scared. I don't know. I feel like driving is worse because it gets pressurized and it gets pushed out of the seals that it's leaking from. So hopefully they're at lunch now, so hopefully they'll be able to come back from lunch and tell me when they can accommodate me or what is even wrong. I don't know. Anyway, that's the update for right now. We're sitting on the floor because, boy oh boy, this is a pill to swallow. They think, for the oil leak, they think it's the... What? Pump? I mean, it's pumping oil, it just out of the bus. I think maybe it's this, but not that. So I think it's that, but not that. No. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have that money. It doesn't exist. It straight up just does not. Nope. I don't know where to go from here. Also, I will be selling pictures of these. Desperation.
I was so flabbergasted by the estimate that they had given me that I just took a risk. I drove the 20 miles back to Sharon's house and I decided to try and do it myself. So, cut to the next morning when I'm getting business done. I'm taking care of business every day. Anyway, here's breakfast. Okay, bye.
Today, it's not going to be as stressful as yesterday. I'm willing it to be so. That's all I have to say for right now. Help has arrived! Thank you to the power of the internet. In various schooly forums, we have been connected with a man named Saul and his beautiful bus that is yet to be named. And we're gonna try and figure out this oil situation.
So then Saul and I went about the very large task of cleaning Bootsy's undercarriage to try and discover where she was actually leaking from. So we tried brake cleaner, we tried degreaser, we tried various mixes of, soapy things, and nothing appeared to be working. We scrubbed, we wire brushed, we even sprayed, and it was just a task, okay? There was 3 gallons of burnt dried oil covering everything on Bootsy's undercarriage, and so it was just really, really hard to tell what was a new leak, what was an old leak, what was just dirt covered in years and years and years of, grime. it was a little frustrating, super time consuming. As you can see here, Bootsy is literally covered. Everything in the undercarriage is black and oily. If you have any suggestions on how I might remove this, I don't know what to try. We've tried brake cleaner and degreaser, and the stuff won't just come off. Yeah, so eventually we discovered that the dipstick tube gasket, that is where the dipstick enters the oil pan, we discovered that that nut was loose. And you see us here trying to tighten it. It wouldn't tighten, it just kept spinning, which meant that the O-ring on the inside of the oil pan was probably damaged after 20 years of sitting in hot oil. So we tightened it the best we could, and we took Bootsy for a test drive, but she still leaked.
Well, I didn't get any footage of it because I'm a terrible YouTuber, but Saul and I took Gumboot for a drive after we tightened the dipstick nut, and she still leaks pretty bad, so we're thinking that the seal around the dipstick nut is probably not good anymore. It also looks like the front crank seal is leaking, which is odd because I had that replaced maybe July. I had it replaced in July, so we're hoping that, I don't know anymore. But Saul was really helpful. Thank you for coming out and, you know, talking shop with me and showing me how things worked. It's always nice to meet bus people. The cats and I are just gonna hunker down. I also had Saul help me lift a motorcycle carrier onto the hitch, so we are one step closer to being able to put the scooter onto the bus. Whoo! Anyways, hopefully it'll stop raining so I can take the scooter to the gym and take a shower because I'm really dirty. But yeah, that's the update for today. Bootsy is slightly less leaky, still leaking pretty bad. I know where it's leaking from, and now I just have to figure out how to fix the leak. Yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing okay. Yeah, we're doing all right and okay.